Welcome to the show. If you are tuning in today, chances are you want to level up your English speaking, but you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed by how much there is to learn.
Oh, absolutely. We have all been there, staring at a massive grammar book or a long vocabulary list, thinking, how am I ever going to master all of this? It feels like climbing a mountain.
Exactly. And that is why we want to introduce a game-changing concept today. It is the philosophy of the 1% daily improvement. Instead of cramming for 4 hours on a Sunday, you focus on making tiny, micro habits part of your daily routine.
Right. Think about the math. If you get just 1% better every single day for a year, you do not just get a little better, you actually end up 37 times better by the end of 12 months.
7 times? That is a massive shift, and it all starts with actions that are so small, they feel almost too easy to fail.
Yes, irregular cramming actually hurts your confidence because it is hard to maintain. But consistency, that builds real, deep-rooted fluency. It is about creating a lifestyle, not a chore.
So how do we actually start making this shift in our daily routine? Well, it begins with how we process the language in our own minds.
That is a perfect bridge to our next topic. Up next, we are going to talk about the thinking in English daily shift and how you can stop translating in your head. Stay tuned.
So now that we've talked about that tiny 1% improvement, let's look at one of the biggest roadblocks English learners face. It's that constant, exhausting translation loop in your head. You hear something in English, translate it to your native language, think of a response, translate it back to English, and then finally speak.
Oh, it's so tiring, isn't it? By the time you've done all that mental gymnastics, the conversation has already moved on. You feel left behind. Exactly. To break that cycle, you need to start thinking directly in English. And no, you don't need to be advanced to do this. You can start today with something we call the daily shift. It's all about active narration of your everyday life. Active narration? That sounds interesting. How does that actually work in practice when you're just going about your day?
It's incredibly simple. You act like a sports commentator for your own life, but only inside your head. Let's say you're making your morning coffee or tea. Instead of thinking in your native language, you describe your actions in English. You think, I am boiling the water. Now I am grabbing my favorite mug. I pour the water.
I love that. The coffee champion pours the milk. It sounds silly, but it forces your brain to connect the physical action directly to the English words, cutting out the middleman of translation.
Precisely. No translation required because the action and the English word happen at the exact same time. You can do this while walking to the bus stop too. It is a sunny day. I am walking fast. I see a red car. Keep it basic.
And what if you don't know a word? Like, what if I'm making tea and realize I don't know the English word for kettle?
Great question. Don't stop to look it up immediately. Just describe it using words you do know. You could think the hot water machine. Keep the flow going. Later, you can look up the word kettle. This builds incredible fluency and creative thinking.
That makes so much sense. It trains you to work around gaps in your vocabulary, rather than just freezing up.
Precisely. Try doing this for just 2 minutes, 3 times a day. Maybe during breakfast, during your commute, and when washing the dishes. It is a tiny shift that yields massive results over time.
It really fits perfectly into that 1% daily improvement goal. Speaking of daily habits, we have another powerful tool to share next. It takes just 60 seconds, and it will completely change how you track your speaking progress.
Oh yes, get ready. Up next, we are diving into the 1-minute self-recording challenge. Let's see how you can start this today. So now that we are starting to think in English, how do we actually practice speaking it when we are all by ourselves? This brings us to my absolute favorite technique, the 1-minute self-recording challenge.
Oh, this is a total game changer. Many of our listeners tell us they have no one to practice with. But with this, You do not need a partner at all. You just need your phone.
Exactly. Here is how it works. Every single day, you grab your phone, open the voice recorder app, and talk for exactly 60 seconds. No script, no preparation. Just pick a simple topic, like what you ate for breakfast or what you plan to do this weekend, and hit record.
It sounds incredibly simple, but the real magic actually happens when you press stop and force yourself to listen back to that recording. That is where the real learning begins.
Yes. And let us be honest, almost everyone hates the sound of their own voice at first. It feels so awkward. But you have to get past that. When you listen, you are not judging yourself. You are coaching yourself.
Right. You are looking for very specific things. Are you rushing? Are you pronouncing the ends of your words clearly? For example, did you say walk instead of walked? Listening back helps you catch those tiny details.
And it builds physical muscle memory. Speaking a new language requires your mouth, tongue, and throat muscles to move in unfamiliar ways. By speaking out loud for a minute daily, you are training those muscles.
I love that point. It is like going to the gym for your English. And if you hear a word you struggled to pronounce, you can look it up, practice just that word, and then record yourself saying it again.
Plus, if you save these recordings, you can listen to one from a month ago and literally hear your own progress. Talk about a massive confidence boost.
That is so motivating. It proves that your hard work is paying off. So, no excuses about not having a conversation partner anymore.
No excuses at all. It takes 60 seconds. Now, you might be wondering how to build this into your busy daily schedule. Up next, we are going to wrap up with your personalized, easy-to-follow action plan to make these habits stick. So, we have talked about shifting your inner monologue to English and recording your own voice for just 60 seconds. It all comes down to this. What is your 1% action step for today?
Exactly. Let's not make this complicated. Your challenge today is to choose just one of those two habits. Either spend 2 minutes thinking in English while making your coffee, or record a quick 1-minute voice note on your phone about your plans for tomorrow.
Just one. Don't try to do both today. Pick the one that feels easier. The one that makes you say, hey, I can actually do that right now. Consistency beats intensity every single time.
And remember, it is totally fine if it feels a little awkward at first. In fact, that brings us perfectly to what we are diving into next week: overcoming the fear of making mistakes.
Oh, that is a huge topic. So many English learners stop practicing because they are terrified of saying the wrong word or sounding silly. We are going to completely bust that fear open.
Yes, we will share some very practical strategies to help you reframe mistakes as actual proof of progress. You won't want to miss it.
So take your 1% action right now. Go record that quick audio clip or spend the next minute thinking in English. You've got this. See you in the next episode.
Keep growing, keep practicing, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye!